Hello everyone. So I'm here today with my boy Gabriel, my doll chateau body, doll's own Greta head. And I'm here today just to give some updates plus also a reminder. And so I'll start first of all with the updates, which are I actually today ordered this boy an outfit, and I was actually very happy that when I went to do it, because I've been going back and forth between two shirts for him, and there was what the original shirt I was going to get for him, which is still going to be his as it turns out, is like just this plain white shirt. I always imagined him in a plain white shirt when I was imagining him, and I got him turquoise pants because I don't know, for some reason, since this color looks so good on him, I kind of wanted to get a similar color for his pants, and those really caught my eye. And for some reason I like putting my doll chateau boys in like really bright pants. I don't know what that is, but so I ended up getting that and the white shirt. But I had been going back and forth between that shirt and this shirt. I just had always loved that Lorty had for her boy Clifford. Actually, it was a white shirt with like this like sparkly mirrored kind of front thing going on. I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but if you've probably seen pictures of it if you follow Lorty on Flickr. I've always loved that shirt, and I found it, and I had debated getting that for him, but it was $20 at the time, and I wasn't sure. The other shirt, which was exactly what I had in mind, was cheaper, and I was like, I'll just get that for him. But I go past today to get his outfit, and the shirt is 40% off, so I grabbed it. And as it turns out, that shirt is actually going to be for Sparrow, who immediately yoinked it. I don't even know what even happened. So he's getting his original outfit. And I'm going to be doing his face up soon here. I just have to get some more purity still because I'm short on it, like low on it, but I think I have enough to do plenty more face ups, but I want to be on the safe side rather than be in the middle of face up and run out. That would just, I wouldn't even know what to do, because knowing my luck, like I would get more purity still and go to seal the head again, and like all this dust is on it that I didn't even notice, and it would just, so yeah, I want to make sure I have plenty. So as soon as I remedy that situation, which should hopefully be in the next couple of days here, he'll be getting a face up along with Alia, who she needs a face up. She needs to be put back on her body. Crying out loud. So I ordered him an outfit, and what else did I order? I ordered a shirt. I was so happy to get this shirt from Dorset Clothing, who I've never ordered from before. And I find their stuff actually a little expensive for me. They're so like nicely made, like they're so nice looking, and they look like they're well made. And but I like to go for like the cheaper clothing that, you know, also comes to me well made, but still, you know, I like to go for that overall. But I could not resist this shirt. For starters, I think it will definitely fit him very well. It's an off the shoulder shirt, similar to this one, and it's in the perfect shade of green for him. I was so ecstatic when I first saw it, and I kept crossing my fingers like, please still be there, please, because like she only has two and had ran out of the fabric, and I'm like, but it's perfect. I need you to always have it. But I was in luck. There was one left. I don't know if the other one sold. Who knows? I could have been just, I had favorited one, and I went immediately to that one and ordered. So that is ordered for my boy. I also ordered Sparrow his gray eyes, because I decided he needs gray eyes. And I hope they fit and look nice. If not, they were only $10, so I will just get him another pair, but I'm hoping these work. They're a very lovely shade of gray, so I'm hoping. I was also going to order an outfit for my only doll, Ting, but unfortunately, I had just found the perfect sweater for him. I loved it. I thought it was wintry. I thought it would be really cute on him. I imagined him in it. I go to order it today. I just looked at it Sunday. I go to order it today. It was sold out. I don't know. I'm like, what happened in 2 days, man? But so that's sold out. So I'm going to try and find him something else. But I may wait as patiently as I can to see if that sweater gets back in stock, because that's really what I had in mind for him. And I'm kind of very stubborn about it. I really want that sweater for him, so I'm gonna cross my fingers, see if it comes back. I may try to see if I can sneak him something like cheap and temporary, just so I can give the skirt he's wearing to my my doll's Elsa to wear, because her hips are just way too wide for what I have her in, and I really want to put her in a skirt, and the only skirt I have that would fit her is that one. And so I might just get him something temporary and see what I can do, and still look out for that sweater. Maybe set some money aside so as soon as it's available, I can grab it up. And then I'm thinking of also getting Loki a hoodie from Crazy Komochi, whose hoodies I adore, but I never seem to have the money for them, because I always waste them on other things. I'm thinking of going ahead and commissioning this hoodie like while I have the money, and just going for it because I really want it for him. And every time I buy a Sparrow something, I kind of want to get Loki something. It's so ridiculous. I know that sounds silly, but I do. And then I think that's mostly it for buying. The only other thing, I'm going to pull her aside here. He's very picky. He will stay for a while, but of course, if you ever buy a Dolce & Dolce anything, they always come super strong tight. But I have my Woot. She's kicky too. I have my girl here, Cecile, who you probably never see anymore, who you can't really see now. But she exists in my world, and I don't know why she's so kicky. I think she had to be unstrung when I sent her off to get clothes made, and the string came back different. I don't know. I noticed it. It could just be I'm crazy, but whatever. Anyway, she's super tidy. I've been having some conflicts with her simply because she's exactly 12. She's apparently exactly 12 centimeters, and that is bigger than a Pookie and smaller than. Wait a minute, I messed up. Bigger than a Pookie, but smaller than a Pookie Fee. And so I haven't been able to find clothes for her. I had to make her wig, which I'm really unhappy with, so I'm going to make her a new one. I don't know what color I'm going to make it. I'm probably just going to use whatever fur I have available, which will be some black probably. So I'm thinking that's what I'll go with. And I'm going to also redo her face up, because I did her face up really fast, and just to get her old face up off her, because it was awful. It was my first face up, and it's pretty much the most awful thing I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen anyone's first face up look as bad as my first face up. So I'm planning to do that for her. But the one thing I'm going to do for her this Friday is actually get oob houses for her from Denali Wind and her business partner. I was instantly, like, as soon as I saw their oobs, I was like, completely smitten. And I decided that she needed some just for, like, so I can set up some pictures with her playing with them. And I hope they look okay and scale to her, because she's such an in-between size. But I'm thinking they'll still look really cute with her, and they'll be like little fun toy things she can have. And I'm also going to attempt to get her some other clothes made, because while I adore the clothes that Spampy made for me, she just needs more clothes. She just needs more things. She is the actually the most underrepresented doll in my doll family, simply because I don't have another doll her size, so she can't like share clothes like my other dolls can, and so she has to have her own separate wardrobe, which is severely lacking. So I'm going to try to take care of her. She's next on my list, and I'm going to get the boob houses for her so I can do some cute little pictures with her. And I don't know, that's just a plan I had in mind, and that's the only other thing I can think of that to update on. And I plan to when I get those, I'm going to do a box opening for them, because I just find them so adorable that I feel compelled. So I'm going to do that. And then let me think. My Tom Hiddleston mini-me head, my first one, because I ordered two. My first one will be here probably this week. I thought it'd be here today, but then I realized it'd probably be. It just went in the mail yesterday, and I have no idea where the person lives. And oh my god, what the hell? Hold on. His hand did this craziest thing. Anyway, I realized it would probably more feasibly come tomorrow or Friday. Like, I was like, wait a minute, it just went in the mail. I need to calm down. And I have no idea how close they live to me. They could live like states and states away. And who knows what's even going on with the mail right now because of how the weather's been. So, yeah. So, I will also do a box opening for that because I'm very excited about it. I know it's the dorkiest thing ever, but I am very happy to get it. Now, as for the reminder, I am doing or going to attempt to do NanoWriMo. And so that means I will probably be on hiatus on videos and everywhere else that I can think of, simply because I'm one of those people, once I get on the internet, I'll think of like 50 million things to do, and so I'm going to try to avoid a lot of the internet while I attempt to do this, because I want to try to keep on word count best I can, though I do plan to do most of my writing during the weekends. But during the week, I don't want to also like completely slack off. I want to at least get a good amount of words written. So yeah, I will be on hiatus, which might actually end up being a good thing, being that I've been spending way too much time on Tumblr, mostly because I noticed that I've been spending a lot of time in there simply because no one I know in real life is really interested in the things I'm interested in. Like, they're not interested in BJDs. They are not interested in the shows I like. They're not interested in even the music I'm listening to right now. So, like, I spend a lot of time on Tumblr just to be, like, around people who share my interests. And I realize that's what I've been doing, but it's grown to a point where I'm like, that's all I do. So I don't like that. Also, like, on the one hand, I really love being on Tumblr, but on the other hand, I'm like, oh my god, spending too much time on there. Plus, the BJD aspect of Tumblr can sometimes get way too nasty for a person like me, who's overly sensitive. Because, like, they two subjects have been brought up. One I completely ignored because I didn't think it was fair, like, at all, which was about racism in the hobby, which I thought was an unfair claim to say blatantly that a whole subset of BJD owners are racist without anything to back it up, that simply just saying they're racist because they don't have a brown, dark skin, tan, however you want to phrase it, doll in their collection, which I didn't understand, and I stayed out of it simply because, well, I'm a black BJD owner who's black, not a black BJD owner. It sounds weird if I say it that way. But I have in my collection an enormous amount of normal skin / white skin dolls. And I was like, would that also make me racist? You know, if you like view it by that definition. But I'm like, in my opinion, I just doll the characters that I find. If I could find a doll for every single one of my characters, I would be in heaven. But I have to get that feeling from them when I buy them, you know? Like, and some characters are much easier to put in a doll form than others. I have a whole variety of characters and races and species in my story, but unfortunately that doesn't mean there's a doll for all of them, you know. So I stayed out of that pretty much. But then a new one came along, and like I was like, really, this one's gonna come along? And it's about like it started with like one confession on you know, one of the confession blogs about how like um, in their opinion, to paraphrase it, because that like pretty much fat people are dragging down the hobby. And like I just like, I've been having a horrible day. I actually had a really bad anxiety attack about my appearance. It came out of nowhere. I know why it came up. It's because people at work have been, hold on, sorry. It's because people at work have really been getting down on me about my weight. I'm not sure if it's necessarily out of concern or if they just want somebody to tease, or maybe they think I'm less sensitive than I am. I'm not sure what it is, but they've been making me very self-conscious. And it got to a point where I had an anxiety attack about it, and I kept having them, and to the point where I actually ended up not going to this BJD meet that I adore going to. It happens twice a year, and I always go, and I couldn't go because I had had a bad anxiety attack and felt sick. So it was a pretty bad day, and to see that, like, I went off. And of course, like most things on Tumblr, it's, you know, things don't really die down very easily on Tumblr. It's not like on Den of Angels where, like, if things are getting like out of hand, a moderator will come by and just shut it down. It's not like that. It can go on forever. Like the recast stuff still happening, even though I've pretty much like blocked that whole thing. I'm like, we are arguing at brick walls at this point. And the racism thing I just avoid, because I'm like, I do not want to sound like a hypocrite, because I don't understand what this is even about. And for crying out loud, you know, don't police someone's dolls. I mean, like, you know, unless they come out and specifically say something racist, you can't just call anyone you want racist. That doesn't make any sense to me. So stay away from that. But this one, you know, hit me right at home, because like basically that my appearance is ruining the hobby and making like it a big stereotype. When I'm like, that doesn't even make sense to me, you know. And I'm like, on top of everything else I have to deal with, I have to deal with the fact that like I'm ruining the hobby for someone because of my weight. I'm like, I just can't do it. So I'm like, maybe, you know, doing this whole writing thing and being forced to stay away from things for a bit might help me get away from certain aspects of the Tumblr BJD community that I really don't want to see right now. Because like, yeah, that hit too close to home, and to me it made really no sense, especially since I feel that there's stereotypes in every single hobby, every single thing you want to pursue, whatever it is, even if it's not necessarily a hobby, maybe a fandom, a bandom, whatever you want to call, there's always a stereotype. And at this point, I'm like, so what? Either own up to what you like and really like it, and if someone go, you know, I hear this blah 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 is awful, blah blah blah, that shouldn't matter to you. You should still like that thing. Or if you think certain people are ruining it for you, you don't want to be associated with these particular people, that means you're ashamed of it, and that's a problem you have to work on, you know. um, you know, I'll work on my problems, you work on yours, but my problems shouldn't affect you, you know. So I just don't know. It was just, ugh. It was, it put a nasty taste in my mouth, and I haven't been able to completely get past it. Like, I kept thinking I was, but I wasn't. So I'm kind of looking forward to NanoWriMo. Whether I succeed or not, that's a different story. Especially since I do not know what my story is going to be about. I just know who's in it. I don't know where it's going to go. I'm going to try and spend tonight at least doing the bare minimum planning I can get away with to start my story. And then Saturday, I plan to, like, bang out a plot, even if it's, like, ridiculous. Just something to get words on, you know, words in the document. I say words on the paper, but if I write it out, I'll have to count the words by hand, and that's just not happening. So, so I will be mostly absent during that time, unless I get frustrated and just need to blow off some steam and find, you know, do some videos, and or find myself on Tumblr ranting and raving. And so yeah, so if you don't hear from me, that's mostly why. If there's any packages that comes in and things like that, I will open them on camera and show, you know, the stuff, because I'm very excited for what I bought. I was very happy to be able to have end up having the funds to get it, due to a little bit of overtime I got. And if I have, like, any big news, I'll do a video then. I'm contemplating some things for my next paycheck that may or may not be able to happen, but I'm crossing my fingers and going from there, so we'll see. So yeah, that's it. And I'm sorry for a big rant, but I guess I need to rant that out a little bit, because it's been, like, bottled up a little bit, because I didn't want to rant too much on Tumblr, because I'm trying to let it go, because, you know, at some point I just tried to not stoop down to that level. I try very hard. Sometimes it's not successful, but yeah. So that's all I can think of. And if you watched all this video, yay. Sorry it's so long. It was supposed to be short, but yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.